Good evening, people. Good morning or good night. A man or woman is destined to failure or doom when he or she depends on the service or the leadership of another. Now, when it comes to education, it doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are, whether you are taught privately or you go to a public school, whether you go to college, whether you graduate college or not, you will never stop learning. Education is continuous from birth till death. Okay? When it comes to education, I like to educate myself. I love when people give me new information and people tell me stories. I like to be my own investigator and go search for it myself. A perfect way for me to educate myself is I go to my public library. And I like to watch documentaries, real life events of things happening in our society, in the real and the natural world. I like to study the history, whether some might be made up, fraudulent, or factual. I draw my own conclusions when it comes to information, whether it be in society, religiously, or otherwise. Now here's a few DVDs that I've rented. When I go out to my library, I do not rent like movies. It's not on the top of my agenda when I go to the library. It's basically books and documentaries. If I rent a movie, it might be one or two movies just for a little bit of entertainment, but that's not my primary thing when I go to the library. Now here's a few DVDs I have. I'm going to show to you so you can learn and go do your own research, or you could pick these DVD up to push your educational level up so you can know what's going on in the real world and society. First, this one is called How the Earth Was Changed. How the Earth Changed History. Sorry. Now this is a great DVD. It shows you the elements. It shows you our society, civilizations, thousands and millions of years, societies and civilizations you haven't heard of. The Anasazi, it's so much civilizations and societies now today that exist that are not placated by any tax, any mortgage, any utility bills, such and such. So much information in this DVD. It's a great DVD to watch with your kids, your teenagers, or just your friends, buddies hanging out on the weekend. This video is great. It's also great if you have surround sound system, because the sound that comes out of this DVD, oh man, outstanding. Check this DVD out. It speaks about fire, water, the elements, society, basically everything that has to do with society, the earth, and humans in general, and societies. Civilization. Now this one, The Inside Job. This shows you how corporate greed destroys our society that we live in. Not even our society, the society that was created for us to live in. It shows you corporate greed on a large scale. Corporation, bankers, Wall Street. You'll see criminals go to jail that people idolize and say, oh, he's a great guy because he works in the bank. And you'll see these criminals go to jail. You'll see things on this DVD that you don't see in the media. They hide from you. You'll see bankers go to jail. You'll hear testimonial evidence of people snitching on corporations, speaking the truth on corporations, and you'll hear testimonials of people that are not willing to say too much because they don't want to get into trouble. This DVD, great DVD to watch. If you want to know about corruption and greed, watch this DVD. Inside Job. Ancients Behaving Badly. This tells you about all the freaking, not all, but a few emperors, kings, and rulers of the past. Genghis Khan, Attila the Hun. I'm so glad it has what's his name? Hannibal Barca of Carthage. Oh, great African warrior. Hannibal the Annihilator decimated Rome. a great warrior you haven't heard of. This is something that will reach out to the black community or African descendants to show them that yes, there's great warrior, great African warrior that you haven't heard of. Hannibal of Carthage. Should put Shaka Zulu in this too, but he's not in it. But this is great. You learn about nasty kings. They have a queen in it too. I'm not going to tell you which queen, but I'll give you a hint. Egypt. Anyways, it'll let you know secrets about these so-called great kings, how great they weren't, all the lies and the mischievous and nasty evil things they did behind closed doors. Now the cove, this has to do with the poaching of dolphins, and you know, a lot of nasty stuff, you know, about the capturing and killing of dolphins. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to get into it. It's nasty, man, you know. But the main thing behind this, the problem I have with this, people that go out and try to defend animals and cruelty to animals and so on and so forth, they spend much more time defending animals and creatures instead of defending human beings, our own species first. Try to take care of us first. Try to get us out of freaking this debt idea, this mortgage idea, you know, the freaking corporate slavery that we live on a daily basis. Instead of us trying to take care of us first, then we could try to take care of the planet. We're wasting all the energy and exhausting ourselves taking care of other animals. Let that bounce around in your brain for a while. So much energy is exhausted on animals, dogs, cats, animal cruelty. What about human cruelty? Why isn't there like a whole bunch of human beings standing up and protesting for our own freedom, our right to be free human beings without have to be submissive to any tax, mortgage, you know, any utility bills and all the other crap that we don't need? Why we have to be subjugated to that, paying for land and tax? You know, the earth is free, but yet still you have a bunch of corporate assholes that gather and collude together that we need to pay for something that is grown naturally and that is not made by any other man. It's there. You can't really own land. You can only occupy it till you die. There's no need to pay for it. If the sun stops shining, we all freaking die. If the wind stops blowing, we all die. If there's no greenery on the freaking earth, we all die. You take away one big major cattle from this earth, we all die. But they don't understand. Greed makes people stupid. Anyways, my last and my favorite video. I love this video. I watched it twice. Okay? This video is called Collapse. Michael Rupert. He was an LA cop. Alright? This guy right here tells you basically so much stuff about corporations, America, society, the cover-up, the CIA, FBI, all these agents bringing in drugs, stuff that you don't hear on TV. He teaches you, he talks about the collapse that is coming. He speaks about collapse that happened. He tries to get you ready and tell you things to get you, to make you aware of what's to come and stuff that's going on right now. Like for instance, your gas prices. And I also made a video about gas prices. What will people do when the gas prices reach $5 a gallon? Is people going to still go to work, get up and run to work happy and every day? Are you going to choose between spending $200 on gas filling your tank or buying some food with the money that you have? We're going to see who's going to be loyal to this society and say, you know what, fuck it. It's time for a new paradigm. It's time for us to be free and stop living as corporate slaves. But this video, The Collapse, greatest video I've ever seen. I've seen it twice. I watched it twice, and I'm going to watch it again tonight. And also The Cove before I return all these DVDs. But this video right here, I know a lot of people watch Zeitgeist and everything, but this video right here, The Collapse, bona fide DVD. You need to watch it. You need to check it out. Alright? And that's it. That's all I have to say. So when it comes to my education, that's one way I educate myself. Not just only books. I love documentaries. I love documentaries since I was a kid. Even though my bond wasn't tight with my dad, I used to cringe up beside him sometime when he watches documentary, and I'll say that's where I got it from. Basically, it wasn't nothing like natural. I used to watch him and find out, why do you watch these stuff? It's not entertaining, but it's knowledge. It's information that you don't get over the media. The media is only there to train you and guide you on what they want you to believe. The greatest knowledge one individual or any individual could ever achieve is when you go out there and search for yourself. That's it. With that said, CNO-OUT.